Washington Governor Bob Ferguson and other state leaders are criticizing President Donald Trump for his actions around freezing federal funds, potential trade wars, and executive orders on immigration and transgender rights.
Murrow News fellow Albert James is in Olympia with what they say they're doing in response to the feds in order to protect Washingtonians.
It has been, to put it mildly, a chaotic first few weeks of his administration.
On the economic front, the governor says the state is aware of $162 million in federal funding that is currently frozen, with the situation changing day by day. The funds are directed towards solar energy and climate programs and wildfire prevention efforts. The Department of Commerce says the funding freezes and threats of tariffs are a, quote, direct attack on the state's economy, and they're working with businesses and industries who could be harmed.
Families and businesses and jobs are at risk, and those who are most impacted likely will be from rural communities, farmers, overburdened communities, and the like.
When it comes to federal action around immigration enforcement and restrictions on transgender people, officials reiterated that strong protections are afforded to all people under state law. The Department of Children, Youth, and Families says it's ready to help households impacted by immigration enforcement. Attorney General Nick Brown says his office will continue to assess all the president's actions and challenge them as he sees fit.
Follow the damn law. It's not that hard. But time and time again, this president has exhibited his disdain for the U.S. Constitution, and we cannot let that happen. And so we will continue to use our processes and our courts to make sure that the president, like anybody else, follows the law.
Ferguson was asked about criticism that he's too focused on the other Washington instead of issues here at home. He says Washingtonians expect him to address challenges from the feds as they affect regular people in everyday life.
We're going to deal with what's coming in from Washington, D.C. that's harming Washingtonians, that's impacting our budget, that's impacting jobs in a negative way. And at the same time, we're moving our state forward.
As for the budget, Ferguson says the situation in D.C. doesn't help with the state's projected multi-billion-dollar budget shortfall. The governor says he'll have an update on his request for state agencies to trim 6% of their budgets at the end of the month. In Olympia, I'm Albert James reporting.